Ciao a tutti ragazzi, bentornati, qui è Raga 95 e in questo nuovo video di The Wolf Among Us andremo finalmente a fare il processo al maritoso di Favolandia Crocatman. Eccolo, come desideravi ti ho portato il colpevole vivo.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place. And after what happened with Mary...
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
E io sono felice di rivederti.
About time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Prima il suo processo, sta calmo.
You killed Lily.
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook.
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible.
Esatto, brava.
The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of Faith and...
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Però sei tu che hai dato
you,
inizio a tutto. Hai messo in moto tutto.
To proceed with such faulty information.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister?
Sì.
Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too,
E al
aren't you?
creatore.
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds.
Abbiamo fatto quello che abbiamo potuto.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
Sì, sì, non cercare di farla
We'll deal with it
franca.
later, but right
Hai anche
now,
tu le
you're
tue
the one
colpe.
I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it then.
promised you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat
Esatto.
everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Non finiamo nell'anarchia.
This is ridiculous.
Persino Wolf sta facendo... si sta facendo veramente un
You
culo
have the
tanto
floor.
per...
Thank you, Miss
Cioè,
White.
per rifarsi una
You've all met
reputazione.
Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
agli
He was
occhi
a
di tutti i
total
cittadini di
scoundrel,
Favolandia, che un
lacking in any
tempo
sort of moral
ne avevano
fibre.
una gran
I hired him
paura.
as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
You've
I've
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true.
Non sei stato
Loyal to the
disponibile
end.
a venire con me, eh?
They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything.
Certo, ma che c'entra?
You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about
allora
Lily?
perché non ha fatto
She wasn't free.
diversamente?
She wasn't given a
Dai.
choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look
Eh
out
sì,
for
ma
you.
per tornaconto tuo sempre. Cioè,
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Che dolce.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
Infatti dal passato
The
si
crooked
impara
man's
per
been
fare meglio in
exploiting
futuro.
you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke,
se solo
especially
Vivian
given
non si fosse
Bigby's
suicidata.
history.
Cioè,
What are you talking about?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated
disgraziato,
poor
so-
Tweedledee when he was in
Mamma mia.
your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under
Che
your
dici?
watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right
Infatti,
before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge.
e dovresti anche
Sometimes
dirci dove
it's
si
hard
trova
to tell the
intanto.
difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your
Che anche
employees'
lui
behavior, but
ha
I
co-
must perish for
This
mine.
is
ha una pena da
completely
scontare,
different.
cioè.
We
I
all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Ma senti
Who
un
will
po',
be
cioè...
Bigby! Miss White!
Oh! Arriva la cavalleria.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say
Quindi si è
Why don't you
spezzato
take a moment to catch
l'incantesimo.
your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Ci voleva
I'd like to...
proprio.
I need to say something.
Beh, non che morisse lei, però.
Kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Brava.
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith
Ah.
and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
Sì, veramente, cioè,
He's gotta
deve,
pay for what he
deve
did.
soffrire fino alla sua morte.
You're all rats.
È questo che
Fleeing from
meritano le
one
persone
sinking
infami,
ship to the
cioè,
next.
non
So
è la
quick to
morte
latch
la
onto whatever will
soluzione.
keep your miserable lives afloat.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
Tutta l'umanità ha sempre sbagliato nella condanna a morte.
You know we can't let you go free after this.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we
already?
get rid of
It's too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
You should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was
Che
appointed.
onore.
He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's
it's...
what the people
Beh,
want, Miss
finalmente
Wright.
Wolf sta apparendo con,
Okay.
con una
Mr.
visione
Wolf,
diversa
It's your call.
agli occhi degli abitanti di
Just
Favolandia.
do what you think is right.
Certamente.
Yes, Sheriff.
Dobbiamo rinchiuderlo a soffrire
Do
per il
what you
resto
think
della
is
vita.
right.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Hai commesso un grave errore.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep. Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Vediamo un po'. Che punizione atroce gli daranno. Trasformato in un corvo, ci sta di brutto.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks,
Brava.
Greenleaf.
Work is
Sapevo che
work,
sarebbe
I
stato
guess.
utile assumerla.
Hey, Sheriff.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Cos'è tutta questa fila?
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Chiavi di cose.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Va bene.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Però dobbiamo ancora scoprire dove è finito Crane, cioè. Dove ospi in mezzo alla strada, cioè.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Magari non li
Hey,
notano.
carry
cioè.
me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this.
Cavolo, quindi
I tried to
andare alla
help.
fattori, quei soldi
Just
non li
why the hell
bastavano.
did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Cosa?
Come on,
Che
Colin.
Madonna mia, poveraccio.
I'm walking, all right?
Beh.
Calm down.
Io ho cercato di aiutarlo.
Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Dimmi, cucciolo.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Che sarà?
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
Che dolce.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye.
Ciao, ciao.
I'm sorry, Colin.
Purtroppo queste sono le regole
You got another
per
one
la
of those?
sicurezza della nostra
How about
comunità.
a smoke for the road? One last time? Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby? I guess I'll see you around.
Già.
Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
I'll try.
Yeah, me too.
Saying goodbye?
Beh, tutto è bene quel che finisce bene.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Poverina.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Cioè?
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us.
Mamma mia.
I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Ah.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you
Povera.
started all this.
Mamma mia, quante ne ha
Pointed you in
passate.
the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily.
Beh, almeno adesso lui
Nobody
sta
cares
avendo
about
ciò che
us.
si merita.
Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Ah, qualcosa non li torna?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Ah, si conclude così. Quindi vuol dire che Crane scopriremo che fine ha fatto nella seconda stagione, quindi tra più di un anno, perché dovrebbe arrivare la seconda stagione di The Wolf Among Us, uscirà a gennaio 2018, però poi dovranno fare tutta la traduzione in italiano e ci vorranno diversi mesi. Comunque, spero che la serie vi sia piaciuta. Fatemi sapere le vostre impressioni nei commenti. Per chi ha appena scoperto il canale ricordo di guardare gli altri video. Poi se vi interessa iscrivetevi e settate bene le impostazioni della campanellina per ricevere le notifiche dei video. Ho in mente altri progetti, sempre con molto intrattenimento. Ci vediamo al mio prossimo video, detto ciò. Vi auguro un buon gaming a tutti quanti. Ciao a tutti, alla prossima.